So we're going to start the mayor's presentations. We're also going to have a presentation from Mitch Bienvenue at the end of it. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask Mayor Byrne Wysocki, our longtime friend, to come up and give his presentation for Green Oaks. Byrne? You ready, Carol?
Okay. Good afternoon. Mayor Steve, Mayor Donna, good to see you guys again. Do my best to Mayor Roger. I want to thank again Scott and Steve and Carol for putting this on every year. We are always looking forward to telling you about our great community. I have been on the village board since 1987. I started there when I was 9, and I've been the mayor since 2006. My village administrator, who is the only employee of our village, is Denise Kafkas, and she's in the back, so she's going to be working the PowerPoint for me, and I hope that's going to work. So she has been with the village for over 20 years, and she's one of those who have grown up on the mean streets of Green Oaks to be our village administrator. So we are one of the top communities in the state to raise a family, according to the surveys. We have 2 excellent schools that are in the top 10 in the state, Oak Grove and Roundout, and our kids then go to high school at Libertyville High School. Congratulations to all of you who have graduates graduating here at the end of the month or beginning of June. What's new in Green Oaks? Last year, we didn't just survive, we were thriving, and have been. Green Oaks implemented $2.6 million in multiple projects, both underground and above ground and public safety, and this year is no different. I just wanted to highlight some of the expenditures that we'll be doing this summer. We're adding a new memorial garden for the area that we just bought on the corner of 137 and Oak Lane across from our village hall. We are still pursuing eradicating buckthorn, working with homeowners associations and volunteers and employing everyone to help us to eradicate that vicious thorn. We also are in year 4 of our road improvement. We have done over 60% of our roads that are brand new and they're very beautiful. We are undertaking to put in a new bridge. We had a timber bridge, if you can believe that, on Atkinson Road, and we are now putting a bridge in for the, let me get this right, the north branch of the Middle Fork of the Chicago River. Because of the increase in the sewer and water, we're updating our lift stations. We have a new special service area which will put in new sewer, water, streets and sidewalks near the Oak Grove School. We're putting in crossing flashing lights for public safety for children to cross St. Mary's Road from the west side of St. Mary's. We have worked with both the school and the township, and we all shared in the cost of that design. We also got a grant from Stormwater Management to help us with our creek restorations in the Meadow Haven group. We are working on federal funding for our Bradley Road studies. With the increase of businesses along there, we hope to increase it from 2 lanes to 4 or 5 lanes. And finally, I want to thank Representative Deitich, who provided us a grant for sidewalks, $300,000 a couple of months ago for our schools from school to 137. We also have a very successful TIF district. This is our 7th year, and this year we have a number of projects all happening this summer. We have a new gas and wash that will be coming in to the area. We'll have CIT Trucking, which is going to be a sales and service of Kenmore trucks. We have a new U-Haul facility that's going to be a 4-story, $13 million storage facility on the corner of 137 and Bradley. We're in phase 3, year 3, phase 1 of expanding Route 176 to either 3 lanes or 5 lanes along from Bradley Road towards Waukegan Road. And we've worked with the businesses to have directory signs and our branding that I'll show you in a second. And those of you who have traveled down 176 have seen our work on the buckthorn eradication from the bike path down the berm to 176 as we work on that project. So you've already passed me, I think. All right, well, so we talked about the Memorial Garden. We're talking about the ecological progress, the road improvement. We're also providing road rejuvenators, which is a reclamite that preserves and extends the life of all of our roads so that they'll last for more than 10 years, which if you have a chance to drive through our subdivisions, you'll see what beautiful roads they are. That's fine. Okay. That's a view of the roads that we'll be doing this summer. Next one then, Denise. That's the reclamite that's on the roads that I talked about. Next one, Denise. That's the timber bridge that is coming down on Atkinson Road. Next one, Denise. Those are the area to the right is the safety program across St. Mary's Road for the children going to and from school, the lift stations, and the Meadow Haven Creek restoration. Next one. That's the building site for the U-Haul, that 4-story building there. The success of the TIF district is that in 7 years now, each year we're accumulating close to $2.5 million that we can use to reduce blight and to improve the area out in Roundout. The village is really blessed because the west side of the tollway is all residential and the east side is all commercial, and it works out pretty well as far as zoning is concerned. Our first project was the spectrum development in the TIF district, which if you old timers remember, Jamaican Gardens was burnt down there, and we reduced the blight at that location and worked to bring in senior housing, and it's been very successful at that location. The second project that we did was the Sheridan on the corner of Atkinson Road and Waukegan Road, and we gave TIF assistance to them in order to build a beautiful facility that was once Hilltop Sanitarium at that location that was abandoned for many years. Next one, Denise. Along with our senior housing, we have entered into an intergovernmental agreement with our fire protection district, and so we contribute based on the number of calls that they have at the senior developments. we contribute towards new ambulances each year, and so far this year we've paid $70,000 towards a new ambulance. They're not cheap, folks. Okay, next one. This is our next project that we undertook, which was a business park. The area shaded in blue is the Panettone building that was bought by North Shore Care Supply. It's a worldwide diaper service and occupies that space and employs 50 employees. Lot 2, which is the shaded in purple, is the CIT trucking that I just talked about, where they'll be selling new trucks and cabs, and construction to start this summer. And then the orange area, yeah, go up, Denise. Yeah. Go down. Yeah, let me see the gas and wash. Okay, that's the one on the corner of Bradley Road and 176. We developed all the roads, the infrastructure there, the street lights, and the traffic lights, and this will be a large project. It'll be both gas station, diesel fuel. It will have a convenience store, a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts, and an express car wash on 3 acres at that location. And we'll start this summer. When I say start this summer, everybody's worried about whether they're going to get materials from Ukraine or wherever, so my fingers are crossed that it's going to start this summer. 176 engineering study. This is the area that we hope to expand Route 176 for traffic. The next one is the Baker Road improvements. This was a turn of the century, and I mean the other century, where it was a private road and somebody laid some asphalt down. We worked with the business owners along that stretch of road so that they would provide us an easement to put in a public road, and we were able to use funds that we are using to put in new roads, sewer and water, and working with the businesses along that road. The next one is the picture of the streetscape along 176. To the left is the buckthorn that you cannot see the bike trail, and to the right is the after shot in which the buckthorn has been removed and seeding has been planted along with preserving the trees there. And then the other one is the signage improvement, in which we are branding our name and logo and serving as a directory for all of the businesses that are in the Green Oaks Roundout area. And finally, we have a lot of fun. Up at the top is our Santa parade, where we go through all this subdivision, and that Santa right there is our fire chief, Chief Karani, who's retiring next month. We're going to have a little party for him next week. Then we have worked with the GLMV for the coat drives. You see that right below. We have Car Fest. We do the take back of drugs, and we have provided 13 cartons of unused drugs to give back with the work with the sheriff. We had town hall meetings with the sheriff's office to be included in neighborhood watch and public safety and crime prevention. And finally, this year we're going to be doing an Oktoberfest, where the proceeds will help our neighbors, the Lamb's Farm. So I hope on October 1st that you can all attend. I think that's enough time on me. Good to see you all.
Thanks, Bernie. Always good to know what's going on in Green Oaks. They've just done a fantastic job under Bernie's leadership, that's for sure.